which I'm going to do even more, I think. And I've changed it to instant text. I have no idea if my camera is in a place where it's going to make sense, but we'll find out once we start, I suppose. So who's ready to begin? New game. Welcome to your first day at Debenham Detection. We've got an urgent new job. A woman has gone missing. Her dog is missing too, so the police think she has just left town. Her family disagree and they've hired us to find her. Phoebe Debenham, Principal Detective. Her name is Christine Pelham. She's the CEO of Zoolingo, a new software company that's building a translation app that lets people understand their pets. I'm giving you the papers we found in her home office. You'll be able to see the envelope in a minute. You'll need to sift through the evidence and figure out what's relevant. To start organizing your thoughts, I want you to figure out the identities of our family members. Find their full names and their pictures too. I'll give you a simple family tree to fill out. Include any pets. Pets have the same surname as their owner. It's a root tree's inspired, but there's also some like detective-y things going on. It's not just about getting the family tree. Time to start. Good luck. Your progress will be saved automatically. Your notebook is here. You can rename the tab. You can type here. Okay, so this is the notebook. Locked in parties. I assume that's to get a hint. This is going home. Up, zoom in out. Missing person. Christine Pelham. Spouse, daughter, son, son's girlfriend, pet, evidence. Okay, so we got a bunch of things here. Oh, interesting. We can do all of this nonsense. Okay, so these are things... Oh, we got a lot of stuff. Zoolingo closed another round of... so we got a picture. Closed another round of funding last month. Remit their total over 12.5 million. New... snooze that ad break. New innovative technology company is developing an animal translation product that aims to allow owners to understand their pets' vocalizations using a smartphone app. It uses large language models to learn the meaning of the noises and different species, and even of individual animals. CEO Christine Pelham sees huge potential in the product. I'm looking forward to the day when I can hear my beloved Labrador she enthuses. So I can favorite items. Seems that she has a Labrador. Christine, here's proof of the new poster. Let me know what you think. Omar and Peter okay with it, from Kathy. Zoolingo, here, your best friend. I mean, so first we have this is Christine Pelham. It says Labrador. I mean, my guess is this is Pelham, as it says the same, pets have the same surname. Welcome to a new term. We hope everyone's had a relaxing holiday and that you come back to school ready to excel. Cake fundraiser. Saxophone champ Sarah Ball. Don't think that's going to be relevant anytime soon. Tuesday, sweet treats. Semantic antics. Melanie Williams, Prudence Fowler, and Sam Tumata came third at the national championships last year and are hoping to take out the top prize. You go girls. Sarah Ball, Mary Bentley Youth Music Competition. Okay. Maybe her daughter has a different name than her, if she took the name of her husband, but unsure. So we'd have to find that out first. Camera seems to be in a reasonable spot. The only thing that's hiding behind it is there's like a favorite button, and that's really not important. Fire Warden Holly, First Aider. Office Startup Remodel Works Hard and Rides Easy by Ben James. Zoolingo, World by Storm, winning a prestigious design award from IDNZ, 12.5 million. Sarah Rose, lead architect for both the building, renovation, and interior. Fit Out is excited to push aesthetic boundaries in the tech space. Brand new facilities for employees who commute by bike, on foot, championed by transport engineer Brandon Russ, are state of the art and encourage active travel modes. Holly. So if we can figure out, all I can see there is Holly. So this person is named Holly, I guess, but I don't know if that's really helpful. Mr. Ball and Miss Pelham, we'd like to extend an invitation to your son to accompany our family on our annual ski trip to Cardona this August 8th to 19th. Ski trip in August makes no sense to me. Cardrona? I don't know where this is. Maybe it's in the southern hemisphere. He's welcome to stay for the entire duration, or our driver can collect or deliver him to the airport at any time that's convenient. And rest assured that our daughter will sleep in a room with her younger sister at the opposite end of the chalet to your son. Best regards, Mr. and Mrs. Lyons. So I'm wondering if Mr. Ball and Mrs. Pelham, so then the husband is Ball, and she kept her name. So my assumption then is that the son and daughter are Ball. We are a world-class dog daycare and training facility in Auckland, New Zealand. Okay, so it is Southern Hemisphere. That makes sense. We are designed for the busiest of professionals with opening hours for drop-off and collection between 6 a.m. and 9, 7 days a week. Public holidays, $15 an hour per dog. Fully accredited under New Zealand standards. How very, like, Western centric of me to just assume, you know, that we're in the Northern Hemisphere. We're not always. Alfalfa, but he says her beloved Labrador, and that's not a Labrador. So my assumption is that this is not what we're talking about. Chained in social media. Christine at Duolingo. Piper picked a peck. 1234. Bon Appetit Pet Store. CM Pelham at email. Piper bank user ID. Trained in social media. Piper is interesting to me. That feels like it could be like the dog name. Happy anniversary, C Ute. Hardworking. R. Remarkable, intelligent, sexy. Here's to another 20 years. Lots of love, Rich. Rich? Don't know what that could be. Felicia's 21. You're invited to help celebrate Felicia's birthday and recent graduation. Meadows Bar, RSVP to Mum or Dad, Meredith Hitt, or Paul Smith. Kathy, I need you to check on Dan's new girlfriend. Bad influence, CP. Dan, maybe? Could be a guess. Bit of a guess, but... Classifieds. Sarah was here. I want a cat. I really love cats and want to look after your cats while you're away. I'll take such good care of them and give them so many pats. But only if they wanted to pats. T-pats. Typo maybe? I can also walk them in the park with a harness or teach them tricks. Oh, it might just be like a child. Alex.cats. Chess tutoring. Sarah? If you saw that movie and now you think you might be a chess prodigy, it can crush your dreams or maybe help you become a professional. Who can say? There's only one way to find out. Email me at notarealmovie@email. Can I tidy my room? Sarah was here. I mean, maybe Sarah. It's like the daughter. I don't really have any context for what's going on here. Charlotte, that's in their face. Productivity, 12 sessions of yoga and mindfulness for $20 per session. Charlotte, noon, Thursdays at Kitchen. Dita. Auckland, New Zealand, ESFJ, Neptune retrograde. Loves my man Dan. My girl Tay Tay, pink everything, the beach, good vibes only. So my guess is that this is Dita Lyons. Christine, hope this helps Kathy. Kathy, I need you to check on Dan's new girlfriend. Yeah, so that makes sense to me. Aha, this could be it. Piper, Labrador. Snacks, playtime, meeting new friends, waiting for food. Toby, Philippa, Mabel. Squeaky Hedgehog. Walking on hind legs, needs homework, leave, wait. Piper's a joy to have at daycare. This is a Labrador, so my guess is that this is kind of a guess, again, because we can't, like, confirm these things, but, you know, like, it's a little bit of gamesmanship in that, like, she mentioned Labrador. There's only one instance of Labrador. We have to have an answer, right? Like if this is the real world, this doesn't prove that this dog belongs to that lady. It's just this is the only, we're in a game and this is the only Labrador we've seen, so it kind of has to be that one, right? I skipped this. Daniel Cholmondeley Ball. See Pelham, yeah. So Daniel is the son, I guess. $7,850 per child. Poor Knights Island's drive trip with St. Claudia School for Boys. He's a paleo guy, I guess. Allergic to bees. So we know it's Daniel. Oh, son's girlfriend. Yeah, so that's you. And that's Lyons and what was her name? Just saw that. Dita? Oh, Lyons is the final there, yeah. Dita is probably not a name. I would imagine some sort of nickname. Perdita. Yep. We got 3 things correct. Need you to organize a birthday gift for Rich by next Tuesday. Garden calendar, also Sarah school supplies before she goes back on the 30th. Okay, so Richard or Rich. I wonder if this is him. And then what, Sarah? Book cleaner, pay insurance, brackets Audi, notes for Kathy, defrost bones, order wine. Makeup at Will's, boss ba- this feels like it's important. Like her schedule. But I don't think RN Kids, Sarah's recital. Yeah, so this is her like notepad, which I think might matter for her like disappearance timeline or something, but it also shows that Sarah is probably the kid. Well, it looks like this is probably Daniel. So now we need the daughter. We only saw one more picture. So it's Sarah, we think. It's Felicia is 21. The only other picture of someone we saw is this. Oh, Sarah Ball, right? Saxophone champion. It's Ball because that's the name. So this is her. Did it. Oh, really? That's weird. Hang on. Hello? Recovered the microphone somehow. Gain up, maybe? That looks better to me now. I don't know if that makes sense to everybody. I'm gonna assume it's fixed. Okay. Yeah, it's good. I'd like literally just started, but it's very Root Trees vibe, which is pretty fun. I love Root Trees. And like this, the developer of this hangs out in the Root Trees Discord. So there's a pretty, I'll turn my mic a little bit more. So there's a pretty like significant overlap of those types of people because this person hangs out in the Root Trees Discord, and I like literally just started, so we'll see. Well done on finishing the family tree. However, I have some rather distressing news. Christine's been found dead in the Zuolingo office. Her death is being treated as suspicious. She had a rather nasty head wound. Also, millions of dollars of Zuolingo's investment money has disappeared over the weekend. The office has been torn apart, paper shredded, hard drives wiped. The police have agreed that we continue our work as consultants to them, but the Zuolingo board will be paying us as they want us to find the missing money as soon as possible. Yeah, go for it. Locator. No, I'm not familiar. I will have to check. Store. Let's look at that right now. Oh, it's on my wish list. So maybe, but I haven't played the demo of it. But yes, I saw this and put it on my wish list forever ago. The sort of like GeoGuessr detective game thing where to like use the photos. Yeah, I'm excited for it. Yeah, we absolutely do. I mean, I'm excited for that for sure. Okay. Who is she meeting at the office the Sunday she died? Was it her killer? Police have forbidden us from talking to anyone from Zuolingo or any potential witnesses. However, they have agreed to send us copies of the evidence from the office once they're finished with it. They have sent through the documents that were found in 2 sections of the Zuolingo office, the desks on the west side and the desks in the center of the office. Once the police have recovered more evidence and processed it, they'll pass it on to us. I like that a little bit. The in Root Trees, it felt very arbitrary that you got more evidence when like the lady decided you got more evidence to prove that you were doing well, but this is like got the sort of storyline of the police have to deal with it first and then you get to use it. Fill in the org chart. Look for anything suspicious that was going on. Okay. CFO, CMO, CEO's assistant. Okay, the CEO's assistant we kind of know already because that is Kathy from all these notes, right? So Catherine something. CTO, technical, get good lead. Developers, owners, data engineer, data scientist, junior data scientist, database lead. Ugh. Technical admin, senior accountant, finance admin, marketing, and oh, there's a lot of people. CMO. This is a bigger org than I thought. I'm gonna just quickly look at the previous things. Yeah, Kathy. Omar and Pete are okay with it. So Omar and Pete are probably up here somewhere. I want to go through my previous evidence just real quick to make sure I don't miss anything major. These are people. First aider and fire warden. This person has a pet. It's like looks like it's a bunny. So that feels relevant. I already saw that. This is a doggo. His name is Alfalfa. Felicia. Oh, we got more things up here to click on. What do I... Oh, it's just organizational tabs for evidence, I see. That's not relevant. That's not relevant, I think. Boss Babes Exec Breakfast, Investment Advisor, Lunch Andy and Susan, Coffee with Pat and Brenda. Finalist recruitment for new salesperson. Yeah, so it doesn't look like we can get anything more to this other than really that Kathy is the CEO's assistant. So let's look at some more evidence. Sure. No worries. Have a good one. That's one of the downsides of the like playing puzzle games and streaming them is that you know, the people who haven't seen it before probably want to play it and they don't want spoilers, so they don't want to watch. But I don't care, really. I do this because I find it helpful to talk out loud while doing these things, and I feel like a crazy person talking out loud if I don't have a reason to talk out loud. Desk and chair. Potted tree. Bathrooms, boardroom, kitchen, some desks. Yeah, I don't know what that would be for. No. Ad break. I'm going to hang out for a minute and not do anything. And ad break over. Excellent. Okay. I don't see anything in this picture that's really relevant. Like, there's a layout that might matter for something later. This looks like Danny and Sarah. C Fig, Zuolingo, Paws Avenue, Auckland. Stationery? Who's C Fig? Colored pencil set, school textbook set, eraser, mechanical pencil, Kovahi. I'm not very good at pronouncing Maori words, so I will probably mess those up. Please forgive me. I mean, Zuolingo's here. This is like an employee at Zuolingo. That feels like it will be relevant at some point. Marvelo and me. Well, this cat's name is Marvelo, whoever this guy is. Speaker, Rebecca Cook. New Zealand Tech Con. Mr. and Mrs. Fig. And this looks like C Fig. So this is Fig, whoever that is. I have no inclination as to where they go. Sally Blake. Sally Blake is cool at email. To Rebecca. Hey, hun, lost my phone. And forgot my email login for my laptop, so I had to dredge up this old email account from back in the day. Embarrassing. Lucky your work email is so easy to remember. Rebecca has a work email, probably. I know you always go running on Sunday afternoon, so I wondered if I can meet you and come too. I need to get fit, and Drover needs a good run. Dog, probably. Need to get Drover a new collar. Can we meet outside Ye Old Pet Shop? Does 4:45 p.m. this Sunday suit you? I will shout you dinner after. Say thanks to the motivation. Sounds perfect. I love having her anybody. Catch you on Sunday, babes. Bex. Rebecca at Zuolingo. So Rebecca Cook is... Yeah, so this is Rebecca Cook, and we know that she works there and runs. Book Marvelo's annual checkup. Budget report to Christine. Ask Peter. Text for. Chained in ads. So this guy... This belongs to this guy. Probably in charge of some sort of department. So many little evidence bits. Okay. Sweets, I can't do this any longer. Aria asked where I was last Friday night and why I didn't see her before bed, and I nearly lost it. I can't sleep. The drugs aren't working. I don't even trust myself to tell you this in person, but I know I need to be strong one last time this Friday night. Then it's strictly work only between us. I know this will break your heart. Please don't be angry. I'll never forget you until Friday, your little petal. Weird. Aotearoa? University of Aotearoa? Prescribed course of study. Master Business Administration. Omar Sharaf is a person. And we saw that she said something about like Omar is okay with this too. Like CFO, CMO. That could be Omar. I can click on you. What does that do? Oh, it just wants me to. Oh, it tells me some things. I was just telling me what those stand for, which I already knew. Happy birthday, Bex. Lots of love, Bill, Aria, and Smokey. Bex is Rebecca. Rebecca has a pet named Smokey, maybe? I'm gonna sort of have a guess that this is Rebecca. Like, I don't have... great don't have great evidence of that other than like I know she has a pet. She's the speaker at a technical convention, which implies, you know, CTO, database lead, get good lead. Like, the developers are probably not talking at a convention. But that's all I'm getting out of that. Hey, an Oberdin reference. The East Company Financial Services Group Limited. Excellent. B. Mansell. Mr. Mansell, in updating your loan application, holiday expenses, unsecured, or unable to approve your personal loan application. Our policies mandate a maximum debt-to-income ratio, and your requested loan added to your existing borrowing brings you above this threshold in spite of your high income. Recognize and appreciate that you have been a valued client of yours for many years. The company has fixed limits, and I cannot authorize a one-off waiver as you suggest. Roy Sampson. B. Mansell. Omar, I need your department's budget by Tuesday. Sales estimates, fine, but need a firm number on advertising spend. Okay, so I'm going to buy then that this is Omar Sharaf. Meaning this is a Sharaf, and it's like Marvelo, and it was this cat. Yep. Kaboom. You're doing well. Hill's new evidence from the police should help with your task. These documents were found in the office kitchen on the desk to the east side of the office. More evidence to deal with, but we haven't even dealt with the central desks yet. Tiffany Langdon to Rebecca. Dr. Coe has been through your prescriptions for Quiestra Zolpidem for your recent sleep difficulties. To your nominated pharmacy, Kanuka Heights Pharmacy. Pick up later this morning. Short-term prescription, very drowsy. Tiffany Langdon is a nurse, Koru Medical Center. Ben is a member at Duolingo. I guess we apparently no longer even give each other the courtesy of speaking in person, so I'll just send you an email about Friday night. Yes, we can meet, same time, same place, but I want to say no. I want to tell you I'll never speak to you again, but I love you, even if I also hate you. I cannot believe you would end things between us. Was that damn Holly who convinced you? I guess I'm no longer convenient to have in your perfectly manicured life. I would have thought that you would rather be with somebody at your career level rather than a bloody martial arts instructor, but what do I know? At your career level. So maybe he's like the CFO. I can't reconsider, you know that. This has been eating away at me for months. I didn't care about Holly's disapproval, but I do care about lying to my daughter. I'll be 10 minutes late on Friday because I have to pick up my hopefully powerful new sleep drugs. Proof that I finally took your advice, but now I need new advice. How do I make him not hate me? He's actually scary. P.S. I do actually care about your disapproval. You are scary too. LOL. Bill Cook. Please don't attach the photo taken by the private investigator I hired to look into your ongoing suspicious behavior. I see that the important work that has kept you so late at the office each Friday was not as technical as I expected from a CTO. I've waited to send this because if I confronted you in person and know you'd have some plausible explanation, I might be tempted to try and believe you, but I should have known you haven't been completely present in our family for months. Bill Cook, I guess, is her husband. Please don't bother coming home tonight. I've told Arya you're visiting your parents and won't be back for a while. Once I feel capable of being calm and civil, we can meet and discuss separation and divorce proceedings and tell Arya together. I mean, I don't have great evidence for that, but I guess it's like at your career level, so I assume it's another C-suite thing. So this might be a bit of a guess, but I'm gonna go with Ben. And Mansell, yeah. I'm gonna go with that. See if that makes sense. Maybe we'll get something. Let's look at the central desks. So it's from here. From Peter, love for Peter, love from David. Ariadne put the kettle on. Ariadne's a parrot. To Peter, love from David. Hi Pippa, great work landing that Melloway deal. You're learning fast. Nice work, Omar. Like learning fast. My guess is junior sales, maybe. Mr. Chan, based on your responses to our intake questions, we recommend the 12-week remote learning course, Leading by Example and Advanced Perspective. We have cohorts beginning on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Responses: sales, marketing, highest qualification, master's, or other postgraduate. So, Mr. Chan, what if I like? And we probably have Pippa as well. There's people who I think are in marketing. This is important. Oops, come back. Sales team, sales team. Sales team expenses. Carolyn, Hugh, John, Pippa. They're all sales team. Carolyn, Hugh, John, Pippa. So lead is going to be 105,000 plus 1% of team sales. So that's got to be Carolyn because there's only one person above that. So sales lead is going to have to be Caroline. Also senior sales and junior sales. Oh, this is sales. Oops, not remuneration. Total sales. 108,000. So that has to be John is the sales lead. Okay, well, who's the lowest salary here? Yeah, because you sold nothing, but you get some commission. So that's got to be you. I might have to break out a calculator for this, or can I do it in a reasonable way? 70,000. So you have to be Pippa has to be junior because the only way to get to 70,000 is either with intermediate and no sales, or 55,000 and some sales. So Pippa has to be the junior one. Pippa. Was there anything about a pet previously? No, it's a great work. Melloway deal. From Peter, love from David. Okay. So what else do we have? We got 78K. So you could be intermediate. You 10% of sales makes sense for the intermediate. So yeah, Hugh is intermediate, and that means John is senior. Sorry, Caroline is senior. Nope, I did that wrong. Come back. Hugh, Caroline. Because Caroline will have gotten 7,000 is going to be 5%. 85 plus 7,000 is 92. And then Hugh, 10% for intermediate, and 70 plus 8, so Hugh is the intermediate, yeah. Figured them all out. Pippa, Hugh, Caroline, John is the sales lead. I don't think we have anything Peter or David involved in there for pets, but we know that Pippa has a pet. Okay. Hugh Leamington product sales, so I guess that this is Hugh Leamington. Pet models wanted. We're looking for some very specific animal breeds for an advertising campaign. Please get in touch if you have any of the following animals or know someone who does and might be interested in their pet being a model. In return, we'll give you the photo files from the photo shoot for their portfolio. The campaign will also give them great exposure. The shoot will be on the 5th of January. If someone offered to pay my pet in exposure, there's a 0% chance I'm taking that. Cavalier, King, Charles, Spaniel, Tonkinese, and Bengal. Pippa, I have a Tonkinese cat named Sapphire. She's very good-natured and be easy to work with and she loves people. I would be happy to bring her to a photo shoot for 200 plus all the photo files. Sapphire. Pet's name is Sapphire. I don't know Pippa's last name. And, I mean, that I don't know if that's a picture of the cat, but it looks like that cat. So we could try. Jones family reunion. Hi, Caroline. So glad you and Will were at the reunion. David and I were so happy to see our favorite nieces. Do you have any good photos from the party? I'm still recovering. Joneses really know how to drink. David says it's good for me because I've been working too hard. I think he's probably right, Pete. So Pete and Dave look like, I don't know, they're either like very close brothers or they're dating. Hey, Pete. Hannah and Eve had such fun with their favorite uncles. I didn't take any photos. I got this one from the group chat. Shame you can't see our faces, but at least our husbands look very handsome. Oh, their husbands. I may have taken the surname, but it didn't magically stop me from being a lightweight. Can't handle more than a couple of wines. C. So Carolyn Jones. Perhaps is a senior sales. Hannah and Eve. Interesting. Pippa Wallace. Oh, Pippa Wallace. Meaning this pet is also Wallace. Sapphire, Tonkinese. Pip Pip Hooray. P Kettle. P Kettle. Ivan at Duolingo. There's also an Ivan. Who I imagine is a marketing person, given this. P Kettle. But that's relevant too. Printed by Ivan. I mean, it's just a picture. There's no for a passport application. Okay, I think this is about as far as I'm going to get with this for now. Ivan, could you please bind 4 copies of the latest apartment budget report? Use a fancy paper, please. Thanks, Omar. I mean, Ivan, I guess, is in here somewhere. Marketing admin, maybe? From Peter. I mean, Peter is in here somewhere. We can put that down for now. Maybe we look at the kitchen. Our lovely guinea pigs below have just had 5 babies. This one is blue for some reason. Available in 3 weeks' time to approved homes. See Kathy for details or email Catherine the Great at email. Catherine. Looks like Catherine has guinea pigs. Holly and Martin. Fire Warden and First Aider. Holly and Martin. I don't think I have a Holly or Martin anywhere. 1,000 sales. Oh, and these look like salespeople. I'm reasonably sure that you're probably Carolyn Jones. So the only other female name there is Pippa. Yeah. We have Hugh Leamington. And you look like the fanciest, so... And we had like a Mr. Chan loan report thing in here. Like, despite your high income. Oh no, that was B Mansell. Where was the Chan one? Could have sworn I saw that. Ah, Mr. Chan. Sales marketing, number of direct reports 3. Yeah, so John Chan makes sense to me for him being the sales lead. So Ivan and Omar. So if I had to guess, I'd say that this is Ivan and that this is Peter. And it's one of these people and probably Jones. And we have the pet here too, right? For Peter, love from David. And it's a bird. And like Adrienne. Well, so maybe something was wrong here, because one of these would have triggered. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is John Chan, and maybe I'm being like mildly racist in that I assume that this looks more like a Chan than this guy. But I could be wrong. Smokey for learning to shake hands. Pause. Alfie for eating all his goldfish friends. So Smokey is the pet, though. We saw Smokey somewhere. Oh no, we were right. Police have finished processing the evidence from the office. I've given you everything we've got. These documents were found in the 2 groups of desks along the northern wall of the office, northwest and northeast. I'll have some more questions for you once we get a good handle on who's who. More evidence. We haven't even looked at some of the evidence yet. So maybe this isn't Adrienne Jones. Just sort of a guess. And that might not be Sapphire Wallace. Who has a turtle? Employee of the month, Peter K. for working an 80-hour week. Peter K. So is a Peter. Hi, Pete. Yeah, Peter. I'm probably misunderstanding what's going on here. I mean, these might be husbands, maybe. Yeah, our faces, these are husband looks very handsome. So that maybe this is Peter. Don't know who that is. I'm unsure why I would have sort of assumed that Peter is in marketing, other than he like sits with other people. Maybe it's probably not Jones. Peter K. Kerr. Just guessing. I shouldn't do that. This is just a K, I think. Pet shop parking, Yield Pet Shop, Pause Avenue, Common Grounds, Amberlin Boutique, Ambience Wellness, Exit, Main Entrance, Bike Park. This feels like it probably matters for the motive, right? Like people are going to be exiting here. Somebody set off the fire alarm, so maybe, you know, something's up here and nobody's there or something. Monthly Spotlight. Coralie, Dogs, Mustard. Dog Agility, Long Black, Becoming a Vet. Winning the National Dog Agility Championship at the end of last year. Getting my PhD and having my daughter. Coralie. I wonder who that could be. PhD. I don't have any... When you leave dirty dishes in the sink, the kitten is so disappointed in you. Compile her. Profile in Smith Illustrated Software. Senior developer position. Smythe. I mean, so you're a senior developer. Don't know who you are, but you're a senior developer. Let's look at East Desks. Welcome home, Marzakos. I don't know why I'm taking pictures of these kids. That's just going to sort of like clutter up my journal probably. Band-Aid First Aid Training Solutions. Dear Mr. Emperor, congratulations on completing our Advanced Workplace First Aid Certification Program. Please note that our invoice has not been paid. Your completion certificate will be forwarded upon receipt of our standing payment. Hey Michael, is this something you can sort? I thought it was paid when I booked. Oops, thanks heaps, man. M. Henry Evans. So, when we know that it's like Martin... So we have Martin Perot is somebody who works for Michael, presumably. So let's, I'm gonna go, oops. Martin Perot works for Michael. That tracks to me. Oh dear. This wants me to translate something, I would think. Like so we, like it's woof, oink, woof, which I guess, so wow, S A, where's that one? M. Wow, Sam. R. E-E-S. Wow, Sam Rees. Y. O. This is a terrible code, and it's also really, it would be really irritating to draw. Because you gotta like draw all these animals. Sam, R-E-E-S, Ram, U. What's that one? A-R-E-S-O-H-O-T. Wow, Sam Rees, you are so hot. From H-O low? L-L-Y. Holly. Holly thinks Sam Rees is really hot. Could have sworn there was a Holly. Yeah, you're Holly. Good luck, Holly. Michael, 26. Duolingo pet translation, 510. Absolutely not. Oh, Holly is like trying to give Tonda advice for, or Michael advice for Tonda, I guess. Michael Chambers, probably. If you like staying fit in gaming and have big dreams, then you're my kind of girl, LOL. Women? Work at a tech startup, go to the gym, play video games. I'm also working on making my dream game an open world multiplayer RPG. Any game will immediately know you're insane. With a complex branching narrative. One day I want to hire others to help. That's my plan to make my fortune. Wined and dined like a true gentleman. Sounds like you're 56, not 26. So we got... I imagine Michael Chambers, startup, well, so like gamer, 26. It says he works at Duolingo Pet Translation. Doesn't really say anything about like what he does, so it could be anywhere in here, I would imagine. Happy Easter, Sam and Alfie. Looking forward to a long weekend away with you, S. Esther is sad she can't come. 2, just look at that cute face. Lots of love, H and H. H and H. Holly and someone else. Holly and Hester, maybe? Could be a junior data scientist. It's Michael... Also got like a Sam somewhere. Oh boy. Admin's chat. Charlotte, Raymond, Sam, Christine, Melissa. Oh, this helps. This is useful, I think. This is Michael saying, Charlotte won't go on a date with me and Mel's ignoring you. Wait, aren't you dating Felicia? She dumped me because her stupid horse didn't like me. Failed to win over Char and Mel too. You've officially run out of women in team database. So... consider finding a girlfriend you don't work with. And she's a senior, which maybe makes her out of my league. Minnie. Oh, so this is probably Minnie. Over in Felicia. Admin's chat. So my guess is that this is Michael Chambers, the technical admin. Charlotte, Mel, Felicia. I think this is Felicia then. And it said her horse dumped her. Didn't we see a horse back here? Felicia is 21. Meadows Bar. Felicia Smith, maybe? Felicia Smith hat. That makes sense to me. I mean, and this is some sort of horse, but we don't have a picture of a horse right now. Where were we? Okay. Charlotte, not interested, thanks. Miss Lee, are you the one for me? Melissa Lee. Holly is probably another one of the admins. And I think Ivan is probably the marketing admin, so maybe this is Holly. This is admin's chat. Shar and Mel. So we have Shar and Mel in here. Okay, so let's go database. Christine, Melissa. So which would be Charlotte. So then we also have Sam. That's super dodgy. Wow. So Sam, Raymond. Like maybe Raymond is the lead here or something, because he's like asking for info about him. Sam and Alfie. H and H. Probably not from Michael, but it could be from Holly. Congratulations to Raymond and his wife Miranda, who are expecting baby number 4 in March. I wonder if they're hoping for a boy this time after 3 beautiful daughters. They have also just bought their first home for their growing family. Congratulations to Lily. Samantha has completed her master professional account thing. She has earned a well-deserved promotion from accounts assistant to accountant. Okay, Samantha is an accountant. Raymond is on parental leave. Raymond, probably. Christine to office all, I think. Christine Pelham. Accounts assistant to accountant. So she's an accountant now, but there's a bunch of stuff from Sam. Oh, that's message from here. Sam, you are so hot from Holly. Sam and Alfie. So my guess is that this is Alfie. Oh no, this is Hester. From H and H. Holly is I think this is from Holly and Hester, but I thought Holly was a lead. Holly, Wild Audio Chambers. I thought so. Holly was an admin. But there are no admins. That the only admin maybe Michael Chambers is the finance admin. Oh, I have to remove his picture before I can put it somewhere else. That's kind of annoying. Because it seems that this is Holly somebody. Because this is Hester. Because that's the only admin that has a pet. And this is the admin's chat. So I assume that that's that. Like, wow, Sam, you are so hot. I wonder who Sam is. Don't have a good Sam relationship right now. Michael or M Parrott. who is Martin Parrott, works for I thought Martin Parrott would work for Michael, but it could have been just sending it off to the finance admin. Don't have great info on that yet. Henry Evans, that's the doctor from Obra Dinn, right? There's a lot of Obra Dinn references. Yeah. Christine. Raymond Miranda. Taking over all accounting responsibilities while Raymond is on parental leave. So I imagine Raymond is the senior accountant. Okay, let's look at some other evidence. We've been doing a lot here. Here's a very important graph I promised you. Happy solving. Kindest regards, Sam. $41, $21, $30, $43. I don't know what any of this means. They're colors. Green, but like I don't think they want me to translate the colors. No surprise in the community, but the result. Dr. Kerr is such a consistent performer with any dog. She's an exceptional trainer. She's a real asset to the sport. Everyone loves her. Agatha was a second runner-up 2 years ago after a controversial judging penalty was applied on the A-frame obstacle. Kerr was philosophical at the time, but she says it makes December's championship win even sweeter. Agility champion Agatha with cousin. Kerr's brother Tim Colley is an agility champ, and his young spaniel Nagayo. Quickly moving up the ranks, making a name for herself as queen of the poles. Weave poles. Absolute star in the making, says Kerr. We love that Agatha and Nagato are such great buddies. We joke that they're cousins. Tim and I do a lot of training with them together. Agatha's next outing will be at this agricultural show. Okay, because we saw something about that. Dr. Kerr. There was like someone who likes agility I saw somewhere. Yeah, PhD. So I don't know where to put this. Coralie Kerr. Agatha is dog. I mean, basically it's gotta be somebody who has a pet. Yep. So you are now Agatha Kerr. So I know that this is not right, but it's a pet that looks like that. At least. Found a cool new cipher. It's called a Polybus square. Keyword at the top of a 5x5 grid. Then you'll fill in the remaining letters. Here's an example using codes as a keyword. J and K can share a space since there are 26 letters. Turtle. Uses you write the coordinates of each letter across then down. So with codes as the keyword, the code for Holly would be I'll send you the secret keyword. Like, so this I imagine is that, right? 41, 21, 43. PAF. Like, that's probably, we would need a secret keyword. Graph, maybe? Although that means like GRAPH, like graph probably works. But then I'd have to like draw it all out, and that's sort of irritating. Ban. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna open up a Google Sheet and do this. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gonna move that all over one. And then this is also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we get G, R, A, P. So like I understand that I'm doing this like kind of off stream, but I need it on the other monitor in order to be able to actually like see what I'm doing here. And then we're gonna go B, C, D, E, F. Then we have G, H, I, J, K, share spot, L, M, N, O, Q, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Okay, and then we'll go to this. So under this scheme, 41 is O. 21 is B. 43 is S. 15 is H. That doesn't seem right. 51 is O. 52 is W. 43 again. S. 21, which is B. BB. 45 is U. 13. This isn't making any sense, so I might have done something wrong. $52 W. 11 is G. 33 is L. Yeah, O B S H O W S B B U A W G L doesn't make any sense. Could be Holly maybe as the keyword. Four, 1, 2, 1. Yeah, I mean, or I could just try using the letters that this person actually suggest, like the chart that they suggested, in which case it's P A R S V. Also doesn't make sense to me. Well, we'll come back to that. Let's favorite this and this. Yeah. Whoa, was I doing it wrong? I was doing it wrong. That's why. I was doing row column and it should be column row. So 40 under this scheme, 41 is not O, it is P. 21 is R. 43 is M. 15 is V. Still doesn't make sense. 51 is H. 52 is F. Yeah, this still doesn't fit. So what if we did it for the old one? E. O. M. Yeah, so maybe it's not graph. That's the secret code word or whatever. Well, we'll come back to this. Team coffees. So Paul, Minnie, Martin, me. So this looks like Paul, Minnie, Martin, me. So Minnie, Carolyn. So we got Paul and Martin. I don't know what order they go in, but these, we'll put them down, is that these are Paul and Martin. Do we have anything about Martin Perot? If I can figure out who Martin Perot is. I know Martin Perot, I have a picture and I know they're the like first aid person. Well, this is Paul. So I just need to get their last names and separate them somehow. Charlotte, Ryan, Felicia. Oh, Felicia's horse is named Plum. Coralie is the oat, flat, white, please. No Errol, Minnie. Martin, your codes always. So Martin is a developer, I guess, or a coder. So I guess that this is Martin. This is Paul. And we know that it's Paul or Martin Perot. And he's the first aid guy. Who I now don't remember where that came from. Kitchen. Blue shirt, kind of messy hair. This guy. And then the newest picture is that this is Paul. Oh man, so many things. Okay. You're lucky to be in Coralie's team. That's where Ryan doesn't even know what a product owner is. He never listens to me. Oh, so product owner over here on a different team. Product owner over here. Ryan. Never listens to me. So I think this might be Charlotte. And then this is Ryan. Also, I think Felicia's horse is named Plum. But I don't have a picture of Felicia. Maybe this is Paul Verdi. Yo, Verdi, do you know? Yep. Getting there. No Errol, what a bad dad. Kathy saying something about Errol. Oat flat white, please, from Coralie. Anyway, like to be in Coralie's team. Yoga mindfulness classes. He ignores me. Why pay to come and then ignore me? Pay to come and then ignore me. Oh, so that was up here, right? There was one at the very start of this. Charlotte, 12 p.m. Tuesdays at the kitchen. Yeah, this is Charlotte. $12 p.m. kitchen Thursdays. I don't know if this matters, but couldn't hurt to have written down. Ryan's leaving though. Hall saw his CV on the printer, so but it's true. Would you apply for team lead? I would be really good, I think. Product owners represent. Apply if the position is open. It could be worse than Ryan anyway. Thanks for the confidence. Yikes, Michael just asked me on a date. No, thank you. Rebecca to Holly. Hall, couldn't find my access card this evening, but I thought it must have been somewhere in my bag. Noticed after I left the bar on the way to the hotel. Yes, don't judge. Rebecca up here. Holly. I don't even know where Holly is. I thought Holly might have been the technical admin. Don't know who Sam is. It's like, oh, Sam the accountant, maybe? They're like sending them messages. Somewhere in my bag. Noticed if they're on the way to the hotel. Yes, don't judge. More on that below. You'll be proud of me. So I didn't have time to check properly, but I've looked everywhere and I can't find it. No, it wasn't on my desk because I cleared it like usual. My meds are missing too, I guess. I won't be sleeping tonight. Can you cancel the access for that card in case it's lost? Need a new card. Don't involve Kathy. Angling to replace her precious leader. Sit with team database for a bit. Strong looking man to move your desk. I know it's a pain, but technically since you work both teams, it is reasonable for you to shift around occasionally. If you see Bill at Taekwondo and he says anything about me working late again this evening, just go along with it. Don't tell him I left early, or anyone for that matter. Sorry to ask you to cover for me again, girly pop. I know you're super duper disapprove, but I swear it's one last time. Before you able to prove it, Ben is angry with me. We can be friends, feel bad for him living alone in a huge place and only has cows for company. Or Starbucks. Holly. The meds are missing too. It's gonna make you drowsy. Like this has something to do with the actual like murder, I would imagine. Oh, we sit with Coralie's team. Oh, but yeah, I see. Oh, ad break. Time to sit here and do nothing for 3 minutes. Just waiting for the ad break. If you're watching this on YouTube later for whatever reason, skip ahead 52 seconds. Man, Holly doesn't check her messages, damn. Ad break over. Welcome back. Okay, here we are. So first things first. Kathy. Oh, first of all, Hugh dresses like Steve Jobs. We already got Hugh, but that, like, you know, would help solve that. Beryl had her pups, so my guess is that this is Beryl. 5 babies, 3 ginger and white like her, 1 brown and white like dad, 1 full ginger like me. Do I have any people that are like full ginger? I mean, you maybe. I don't know where that picture came from. It's a pretty early picture, so I imagine it's from early on. Fig. Don't know if that's true at all, but we can look. It doesn't hurt to put in some guesses. I think your pet is named Alfie. And Alfie is like the bad pet for eating all his goldfish friends. He's all naughty. You know, Hester would probably love them. Toasties for lunch today from Melissa, who is one of these people. Espresso as usual, TY sweets. Is Pavel Johnston your bro? Sent to Ivan. So maybe Ivan is Ivan Johnstone. And also, the keyword is Alfie. So during the ad break, I remade that little cipher. And we'll come back up here and we'll redo the words. So 41 is I. 21 is L. 43 is O. Bet you it's I love you or something. 15 is V. 51 E. 52 is H. 43 is O. My guess is that 21 is L. Yeah. LL, and then probably Y for 45. Yep. 13 is J/K. Of course they'd have that in there. 52 is H again. 11 is A. 33 is N. So it's I love Holly JHAN or KHAN. So my guess is that it's Con. Could have sworn we saw Khan somewhere before too. Where did we see a Khan? Could have sworn there was a Khan. C. Fig. Catherine Fig. Rebecca Cook. Sally Blake. That's like old email, so I bet it's like a pre-married name or something. Christine. Peter for chained in ads. This is definitely from Rebecca. Just sworn I saw Khan somewhere. But maybe I'm just making that up. Who are you? New Zealand passport. I mean, it was printed by Ivan, and he's printing the application. So, I mean, we could sort of guess that that's Ivan, maybe. Yep, okay. Oh, that's Holly. Paul. Paul, Minnie, Martin, me. Okay. Well, we got one more set of evidence to look for, and then we're tapped out, and we'll have to sort of figure out everything that we're missing. Map. Ryan Bridges. Data team lead. Well, that was easy. Okay, we just a straight up Bridges Ryan. Dynamic data team. Laser focus spelt wrong. Best practice technical leadership. Chartshopper Analytics, BSc Computer Science, Debating Club, CompSci, Taxidermy, G37 Fitness, Crypto Trading. Oh, this guy's a jerk. Rebecca Cook, current manager. Rockstar Data Developer, 10x Code Ninja. Great attention to detail, except that detail is spelt wrong. This guy sucks. Oh, this is the only horse we've found so far, so... It's another 3. J. Chan, E. Morton, K. Sullivan, F. Smith Het. Data scientists at Duolingo. J. Chan. So we know this is a Chan. And it begins with a J. Jacob or John. Did we have a note about that? Charlotte. So that means you are probably a Melissa. Mr. Chan postgrad. We saw that somewhere, and I didn't think that was... Oh, John Chan. Is there two J Chans? John Chan, sales lead, and a different John Chan? Or J Chan? School of Biological Mathematics. Yeah. Understanding non-human vocalizations remains one of the most challenging frontiers in applied machine learning. In this study, we present Duolingo, a novel multimodal deep learning framework designed to translate domestic pet vocalizations into interpretable human language approximations. Our approach combines raw audio embeddings, environmental context via IoT sensor data, and labeled behavioral cues to train a series of transformer-based models. By leveraging transfer learning from large-scale human speech, corpora, and fine-tuning on a proprietary dataset of 50,000 annotated feline and canine audio samples, Duolingo demonstrates significant improvements in both intent classification and emotional state inference. How do you know? Like, you need a gold standard set to compare it to, right? Like, if you're trying to translate animal words, you need to know what they actually mean, and how are you going to know that? Aggie, Felis catus, domestic longhair, A.T. smot. Repeated concept, oscillating between concepts. A&T smot, Aggie. I don't think we have an A or T anywhere. Don't know what this solves. I mean, there's a cat named Aggie, but I don't know how that... There's like the session times maybe might matter. Data Engineering Summit. Data Mesh. ETL, ELT, TLE, TL, LTE, or LET. Data Careers and AI First. Bill Gerard. Mel, have you seen the suites? I know the organizers, so you can definitely get you a speaking spot if you want from Bex. Mel. Melissa, I guess, from Rebecca Cook, I guess, but don't have a last name. Exec retreat. Hi, leaders. Quarterly leadership retreat is nearly upon us. This time we're fortunate to be meeting in Ben's custom conference center barn conversion out in Bannock. Directions and map are on the right. Ben Mansell, yeah, we already know that. 4x6 only, plus me to make sure that to take the tea and make the tea and take the minutes. We'll be covering budgets, Q2 marketing push, planning for the next investment round, and talking business strategy. Corley and Ryan join the exec for a deep dive into product marketing. Corley and Ryan. That's Corley and Ryan, I guess, there. From Kathy, who is up here, Catherine Fig. Address, Mansell. Yeah, this is just giving us a name that we already probably have. Fish. Dear Zoolingo, can you please add fish to your app? I have a fish called Goldie. They are very smart and I want to talk to them. I included a photo of my Goldie from Rochelle Riley. Okay, don't know who that is. Christina Ryan. Can you confirm whether or not the Ryan Bridges in this company record is you? I know ChatTarb is invoicing Zoolingo for its product for at least several months. This is your business. Have you completed the conflict of interest statement and related procedures? Ryan Bridges has 300 shares in the Charttopper Analytics. I mean, yeah, we saw that in his like thing up here. Founder. Okay, that's Christine, who is the CEO. Ryan Bridges already have that. Chained in, like LinkedIn, Christine Pelham. House full of and support for my family. Mum boss. Beating heart of Zoolingo's data science team database. Ryan, Melissa, Jacob, Felicia, and Charlotte. Jacob. So this is Jacob, because that's Ryan. That's Felicia. So these are Charlotte and Melissa in some combination. But I know that this is now Jacob. And that's about all the information I've got. Oh, this is Khan. Hester Khan. Agile Giles, Jacobian Matrix, by Felicia, 10x Ryan, Data Mel Lee, so Melissa Lee, Charlotte Giles, it was a bit of a guess, but it was one of two. Nice work, very impressive. I received a final set of documents in your files. This from the police investigation includes statements, logs, and autopsy report. We've also got some security camera snapshots from the weird business across the alleyway, but it's nearly impossible to see anything on them. The last evidence we get, so make sure to look carefully at all the details. We filled in as many portraits as you want, and you're ready to submit your deductions about what happened on that day. Click on Submit Findings at the top of the screen. I mean, this is like death stuff, which probably is not going to tell us people's names, right? Rebecca's smartwatch. Light triggers, Rebecca Cook, Pippa Wallace, Peter Kettle. No. Yeah, wrong cat, I guess. But where didn't that cat came from, like all the way back here? Oh, proof of the new poster. Yeah, this was the, okay, I see. That is where that comes from. How do I figure out the name of this guinea pig? And I need the Raymond accountant. Crypt Keeper cryptocurrency. I mean, yeah, this is probably Ryan. I'm just gonna quickly click through this stuff. Laura Nesbitt, Benjamin Mansell. Looks like he was taken. Yeah, that is like the sleep medication that he was taking. Piper is the Labrador Retriever. Farm. Zulingo output. They were at the farm or something. Sally. Witness statement. Sally Blake. Yeah. Reportedly from me asking to meet for a run, but did not send the emails, not from an address I've ever used. Interesting. Rebecca Cook. Okay, so we're going to go through like Rebecca and Benjamin's witness statements and all that kind of stuff to try to figure out what because they're like, you know, meeting to like hang out or bang or whatever. Coralie Kerr, who I already have. Richard Ball. Yeah, that's her husband. Security camera footage. Kay O'Leary, Craig Kinlock. Laser Kiwi Laboratories. There's Zolpidem in the flat white and the soy latte. 2 Quiestra tablets, which is Rebecca's drug. So there's something happening there. Christine's smartwatch, dead. Autopsy report. Okay, so how do we figure out this pet's name? Sarah School Supplies, and so that was her ordering the school supplies. Boss Babes Exec, Breakfast Garden Center Investment Advisor. Susan, Pat and Brenda, P. Sarah's Recital. Recruitment of a new salesperson. Running buddy, Sally Blake. Mr. and Mrs. Fig. C. Fig. Pippa. Mr. Chan. Hugh Leamington. Animals, Ivan. This is from Carolyn. Or Peter to Carolyn. Those are Peter and Carolyn's husbands, I guess. And those are Joneses, I guess. Pippa Wallace. Catherine the Great. So I don't, how can I ever possibly know what your name is? Smokey, Alfie. We got Smokey and Alfie already taken care of though. I don't know what Samantha's last name is either. Smythe. Also, like Charlotte's name that I'll need to figure out from somewhere. Oh, this is Charlotte. Welcome home. Oh, so this is Raymond Marzakos because she's pregnant, have 3 kids, just bought a house. Okay. Marzako, and it is you. Kaboom. 3 more names to go. We need the guinea pig. And we need Sam's last name. This was a code from... Oh, Sam Rees. You were so hot from Holly. Yeah, it's this note. Incorrect. Oh no, because I just haven't figured out the guinea pig. What is the guinea pig's name? Hester and Holly, Sam and Alfie. Charlotte Mel, Minnie, Chambers. Northeast desks. Dr. Care, Graph. This matters for that toxicology report that we're gonna have to figure out. Holly Rebecca access card. Yeah, that matters. Martin, your code's always. Oh, Verity, password, red plum, oat flat white. Errol, what a bad dad, to Kathy. Kaboom, we got it. Everybody's names. So now we just got to figure out what happened. I will be right back, though. I'm going to run a little ad to turn off pre-roll and go to the bathroom and stuff. But we will be back shortly. Okay, we're back. Now I got to try to figure out what happened to the lady. So let's make this murder. Okay, because the toxicology report stuff I thought was interesting. So we have flat white espresso and soy latte. So this was spiked, and this seemed to be spiked not, and I'm pretty sure this is Rebecca's coffee, because there was that I wonder what this is. I don't know. Oh, capture all the portraits. Okay. Rochelle Riley. I think this is a reference to root trees. Turtle. Oat flat white. So I don't think it's those. Was it an oat flat white? Flat white and so like a decaf. So it's there's a decaf flat white and a decaf soy latte. This oat flat white, and we don't see a soy latte anywhere. Oat flat white, please. So this is from Paul, I think. So that is Paul Verdi was spiked. Espresso as usual, TY sweets. So that's Rebecca, but it's like from Holly. And this one is from Coralie. Don't know who the decaf soy latte is either. Can't see anything that they're drinking there. Any soy latte? Soy latte. Long black, that's not you. This evacuation plan seems important. Nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. And the coffee stain on that is interesting. I don't know what it means, but... I don't see a soy latte anywhere. Sarah school supplies, hates waiting for food. That seems about right, given that he's a lab. Paleo is interesting. I don't know if that means anything. I don't see anything about a soy latte anywhere. So I don't know where that's going to come from or what that has in reference to. Okay. Christine Pelham. Contusion, scalp, (0.31 milligrams per liter zolpidem). Which I believe is the toxicology thing here. Yeah, zolpidem. Ah, so then maybe so then presumably this must be Christine. So why did Coralie spike Paul? But it's also Rebecca's medication. But her medication went missing. (2 to 9 p.m. 12th January). Solid object, sharp edge. So her heart rate started going down. So that's probably Heart rate drops 547, stops at 615. So she dies at 615 and like gets drugged at 457 presumably. Looks like she was like running or something. Like there's activity at maybe like 6 a.m. maybe 6 a.m. ish. Two Quiestra tablets. O'Leary from Craig Kinlock. Photos from a security camera between 3 p.m. yesterday and 7 a.m. today. First two snapshots. Camera takes a photo and detects motion in the alleyway. It usually seems to snap them near the Duolingo window or door. And leave it turned on after dark, and at the weekend it only takes one snapshot per motion trigger because my hard drive was filling up too quickly. More photos to follow. Door motion at 4:44 and 4:45 or 4:49. January 12th. When is January 12th? This is, oh, it's the Sunday. So she was at the gym at 6 a.m. She's supposed to be power nap, meet at office. So 5 she went to the office. And that was something that was knowable by Kathy, presumably. Here's the rest. So like walking dog maybe at 4:58. So looking in window 9:26. Like someone leaving. 1:53 a.m. And this looks like it's like a sort of orangey shirt, like long brown hair maybe. Can this scroll more? Okay, good. Bunch of witness statements you have to read through. Oof. Oh, so this dog seems to know something about this farm. A human Christine, family affection, human violence barrier door. Worry, 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 barrier trapped, worry, 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 door, herd of cows, farm, smell. Interesting. It's Ben probably has something to do with this, I would imagine. God, there's so much to go through here. Richard Ball. Chris was meeting me and the kids at my daughter's music recital, but she never showed up. I assumed she was caught up last minute at work and meeting, so I wasn't too worried at that point, but usually she would tell me she was going to be late. After the recital, I called her a few times and it rang, so we went to voicemail. When we got home, our dog Piper wasn't there. I left the kids at home and got to Chris's office about 9:30, but it was totally dark inside. Maybe that's Chris? Yeah, so that's probably Chris. Or, sorry, Richard. And looking in at 9:30. So that corroborates. Called the police, wouldn't do anything. It was only a few hours. The dog being missing made it seem like she'd gone off somewhere. And I know Chris, she wouldn't do that without telling me the kids. So I phoned my old friend from uni, Phoebe Debenham, who runs a private investigation agency. That's us. She came and took lots of papers from Chris's home office to get a head start on figuring out what might have happened. We couldn't get into the computer as it needs Chris's fingerprint. Went from the drive around, checking out the farm park where she often walks Piper. and all the streets near home. I also called everyone I could think of, but I don't have any contacts for her colleagues, which seems foolish now. I finally got to bed about 3 a.m. and slept till I was woken by a phone call with the awful news. Coralie, who found her, was really kind. Somehow managed to tell the kids, and we all just sat in the kitchen and cried until officers came to interview us. I'm taking paper to do a Duolingo session after this case in case she can tell us anything. Coralie found her. $3 a.m.-ish. Coralie Kerr. Got to work about 10 to 8 this morning. When I went inside, the lights didn't turn on. That wasn't even the usual low lighting. I walked around waving my arms to no avail. Saw there were some boxes and books and stuff kind of shoved off the desk, so I wondered if there had been a break-in or something. 10 to 8 this morning. When Oh, slept at 3 a.m. and was woken. Okay. Or 10 to, or like, so 7:50-ish. Lights not coming on. Break in. Bark behind the boardroom door. Dog locked in boardroom. I mean, my guess is that it's Ben. First thought someone was in there doing something with Duolingo and audio data. When I knocked, the barking went crazy, so Anna and Christine dog's Piper raced out. She went over to the other side of the room and started howling. Followed her over and saw Christine slumped on the floor on her side behind the kitchen near Rebecca and Ben's desk. Behind kitchen. Behind kitchen, Rebecca and Ben desks. She was dead. Called the ambulance. Medics arrived. Hugh turned up. Emergency. Let EMS into building with card. Stop other employees. Presumably we can corroborate that with some swipe card logs. January 12th. Christine Pelham, Rebecca Cook, Benjamin Mansell, and Christine Pelham were all in there, it seems. And Rebecca Cook swiped internally at 6:37. Benjamin then the next morning at 1:53. Coralie came in at 7:51. Hugh arrived shortly. Then Coralie let a bunch of emergency people in. Sensors disabled, admin override. At 6:22. Main overhead lights will dim after no movement is detected for 10 minutes. Safety and exit lights will remain illuminated. Sensors were disabled. So light sensors disabled at 6:22. Enabled at 8:42 next day. $6.42. I mean, Rebecca Cook. Or Benjamin Mansell. But we have to figure out, they were going to meet. There's something with them meeting in the office, I think. Home, noon to 4:22. Running. They met at the old pet shop. Running. Parkside Avenue. Running. Home. Oh, so she changed her. She got a mail from somebody else, being like to give her an alibi, and this is her alibi. Like, and so she met somebody and then gave her the watch, and that person ran, and like went to dinner, or whatever, went home. Yeah. Something sussy about Rebecca, I would think. And this is somebody transferring $3 million of cryptocurrency from Duolingo. From some user IDs with emails and fingerprints. Okay, I should go back to the... There's a lot of things here. Okay, I gotta go back to the... Benjamin and Rebecca are definitely suspicious here. Sally Blake. Yeah, Rebecca and I were at high school together. We kept in touch. She turned up at my house after 5 p.m. yesterday. Sunday. Turned up my house. 43 Parkside. So she turned up at 43 Parkside at 5:06. Just after 5. Received an email reportedly from me asking to meet for a run at 4:45 at the pet shop. I did not send the email, and it was not from an address I've ever used. The email is hilariously unlike my writing. Short, abrupt sentences and double spaces after the periods, where the email did include the actual name of my dog, which is extremely creepy. Rebecca and I were intrigued by it also. She stayed and had a drink while we tried sleuthing where the email had originated. All we could figure for sure is that it's sent by someone who knows personal information about the both of us. We figured I could probably get some sign of stalker, so Rebecca called the non-emergency police line to get it on record. Guess we'll look that up. Rebecca left my house at around 6:30 p.m. as her husband and daughter were due home. 6:30, yeah, that seems about right. So I think this is... So either like Sally was in on it, or that corroborates what Rebecca was actually doing, and like it was a sort of double bluff thing. But somebody wanted her to be there at that time to sort of like make it look like she was nearby. And then I bet you her card was stolen by somebody, and then swiped in, you know, at this time. 6:44. She was here at, 5, because this was supposed to meet at 4:45, just after 4:45. Yeah. So we got Rebecca. This dog is interesting. Worry, trapped barrier, like the door. Human smell, farm, many. So like the dog smelled Ben, who has like this farm. I'm pretty sure it's Ben is on doing something here. So that's Rebecca. Cook. Friday evening, went out for drinks with a friend. When I got home, I went to get my new sleeping meds from my bag, but it wasn't there. My access card for the office was missing too, so I guess I must have dropped stuff out of my bag at some point while I was dancing. Emailed Holly, my admin, asked her to cancel the card on Monday and sorted a new one. The other police guy said Ben thought I was coming to a meeting on Sunday evening at the office, but I didn't know anything about that. I always go running on Sundays because I'm training for a half marathon. I got an email on Friday from her friend Sally asking to join my run, so I went to the pet shop to meet her at 4:45 like we arranged. However, she didn't turn up, so after about 15 minutes I ran to her house, which is nearby. Figured I'd meet her on the way if she was running late. I didn't call her because her email said she lost her phone. She was at home, and she said she never sent that email. She had lost her phone, and she couldn't run anyway because she had sprained her foot. I stayed and had a few wines with her while we made up some crazy stories about the mystery email. Then I ran home at 6:30. My husband and daughter got home from the zoo at 6:45 with some takeaways. Then we watched a movie together as a family. Bill and I went to bed around 11. When I got to work this morning, 8:45, the police said my medication is sitting on my desk in the office, but I didn't leave it there. I'm a neat freak and I always clear my desk before the weekend. There's definitely some things about that we saw. My guess is like Ben is trying to frame her. Yeah, so this is this email. Short-term prescription, drowsy. Do not exceed the recommended dosage. This is 8th of January, Friday night. He's scary. Behind the kitchen. Ben and Rebecca's desk. Like Ben's desk is right next to Rebecca's, it seems. Pet models. None of these matter. Fire exit. So we have the main entrance. Yeah, so this is the like the pet shop where they were going to meet. It's literally right outside the office. This is where the cameras would have been spotting people. This guy likes cryptocurrency. Could have sworn I saw something about this. Saw somebody being into crypto somewhere. Thought it was you. Where did I read a cryptocurrency thing? Holly, 10th of January. Couldn't find my access card this evening. So, yeah, Holly, or so. What just happened? Everything got deleted somehow, but it seems to have fixed. Rebecca lost card Jan 10th evening. Also meds. When was that? There was like a summit. Oh, Ryan Bridges likes cryptocurrency, crypto trading. Ryan Bridges, crypto trading. Zek retreat. Thursday at 7:45 a.m. So that since the 12th is a Sunday, Saturday is 11th, 10th is Friday, so Thursday is the 9th. Which is Friday evening. Yeah, and this Friday was the last weekend she was going to see Ben or whatever. Yeah. Incoming ad break in 58 seconds. Same time, same place. Welcome back. Okay. Christine arrived just before 5 p.m. with her dog. We had a lot to get through, so we started without Rebecca. Remembered to put the coffees, went to get them. Half an hour I was feeling strange. Hard to concentrate. Tried to hide it because Christine gets quite annoyed with excuses. Gets all a bit blurry after that. I saw someone with a balaclava, and I think they hit me over the head with something. I have a bad cut on my temple. Saw some strands of long hair, and the person was quite short. The next thing I knew, I woke up in the dark near the front door feeling groggy. Felt very confused at that point. I managed to make it to my way to the 24-hour medical clinic down the road. Blood test, taxi home. Starting to feel a lot more normal. Maybe 5 a.m. My alarm woke me at 7. Got ready and came to work as usual. Budget work needs to be done. Could not take the day off. Total chaos at the office. With police and ambulance, and I realized my weird experience might be relevant to what happened, so I talked to a cop and told them. Okay, well, we've got 4:45. This is Christine showing up. This is husband like looking in, and this is presumably Ben leaving. The fact that the dog seems to be like interested in Ben. Don't know what this cryptocurrency transfer. Crypt Keeper cryptocurrency. Right. Rebecca and Ben both swiped at 4 something. But there's only one person there at 4 something, right? 450. 444, 449. $444, $449. And then $16.58. Yeah. Coming in with the dog. I thought I had this like sort of mapped out, but Rebecca Cook swiped her card on January 10th. But apparently lost it. Which is interesting. She said she lost it, but her card was swiped. And it's hard to tell whether, according to these pictures, those are the same person or 2 separate people. Oh, this is Benjamin's medical report. 2:25 a.m. Severe grogginess, suspected altercation, moderate head trauma, including deep laceration in the temple, drugged in a break-in and subsequently incapacitated. Zolpidem. So my first thought was that, like, you know, Ben tried to make it look like Rebecca had done something, but maybe Rebecca actually did something, because, like, how would Ben fake getting attacked? Like, Rebecca could have faked saying she lost her card and her medication, and she's been planning it and need a medication. Ben seems a lot more, like, unstable than Rebecca does. Like, I don't know, my gut says Ben, but I don't know how. Right, so this looks like Rebecca's card left at 6:37, and that's when her heart stops at 6:15, and the sensors are disabled at 6:22. And then Ben leaves at like 1, and then goes to get checked out. Coralie and Hugh enters, and then Coralie lets a bunch of people in. Christine enters. But like Rebecca could have engineered this, you know. It's possible that Rebecca could have engineered this. Just lying about her stuff being missing, trying to like frame somebody or give herself an alibi. Maybe she was trying to kill Ben, but she didn't. I don't see why she would want to kill either of them. This cryptocurrency payment seems the most interesting to me. Send to account Crypt Keeper cryptocurrency. Ryan Bridges could have taken her card and attacked both of them, because he thought he was getting fired. And then what, stole money? January 12th at 6:07. So that happened first. Sending 3 million. From Duolingo. You could have like used her fingerprint. Yeah, it's just not clear to me. Oh, I guess I just have to sort of fill these things out. Rather than actually come up with the answer personally. Where was the thing about Ryan getting like fired? That was somewhere. Like I saw his resume being printed or whatever. Here's Ryan's leaving though. Hall saw his CV on the printer, so but it's true. Okay. Hey, well, Christine Pelham and Piper Pelham are pretty sure about that. I mean, they could have been all in on it together, and they didn't need to be both of them. But the fact that he was drugged and she was not, right, either implies to me that he drugged himself to try to like make it look like frame Rebecca, or Rebecca was just sloppy and drugged both of them. And it's unclear to me. Like, I don't really have a great sense of this thing. I don't really have a great sense of this. Rebecca and Benjamin, I mean, this is what this is supposed to be. But I don't know if this is true. Sunday at 9:26. I think that's Richard. Like, unless Richard was lying about it, but I don't see why he would be. I think this is Ben. Email link fingerprint. Crypt Keeper cryptocurrency. Ryan loves people at email. There's like a password here. LinkedIn social media. Bank user ID 6428543. 6428543. And their fingerprint. So it was sent from her to someone else. So she did send it, apparently. Just read through everything one more time briefly. If I can find maybe a Crypt Keeper cryptocurrency. I can't tell if Rebecca is just lying. Like, would Sally and Rebecca be lying together? It's 555743. Like, why would Rebecca lie? Or why would, like, Sally lie, like, to cover for Rebecca? Short, abrupt sentences and double spaces after the periods. Seven 9764. Nope. And the dog seemed to smell Ben, but he was just there, so that might be okay, but I just don't know if he did it. All right. Short sentences, double spaces after the periods. Oh, maybe it was Bill. Because when was this? This is the 13th of January at 9 when Bill sent it. She died on the 12th of January. Oh, Rebecca. So this is, it was Friday. So this was sent on Monday at 9 a.m., I guess? Wait, this is weird. This was sent on the 13th. Oh, this is Richard, not Bill. So that doesn't really help. Friday, the 9th. Like, I guess that maybe Ben is like angry at her and wanted to do something, like frame her for it, is something that I'm thinking about, but did like Rebecca send this? To like give herself an alibi? But it'd be weird that she would send that and then like discuss why that was sent. Like she could have sent the like my card is missing thing. There's got to be some sort of detail I'm missing. Because she could have sent the like email to Holly being like, oh, my card is missing, ha ha ha, and then her card was swiped, like, oh, it couldn't be me, my card was missing. Like, she could have set that up. But why would she send an email to herself from a fake account from someone saying they were going to meet, and then also say like, oh, that person didn't show up, and then I went to their house, and then that person also lie about it? I see no reason, I have absolutely no reason to believe that Roy Sampson is a detective from Golden Idol, I think. So, and like, why would Sally lie about that? That doesn't make any sense to me. I feel like it's got to be Ben, and I think he has it. Like, he's got a lot of debt, right? So he stole money, was mad, wanted to like pin it on Rebecca. I think it's just Ben. If you look at this, like, Rebecca never leaves, right? $637. It's not Rebecca. Pretty sure it's not Rebecca who had lost her card. I don't know who it would be though. know I'm suspicious of Ryan, but I don't really have any good indications for this. And I can't prove who has the money. I want to guess that it's Ben because he has like a bunch of debt apparently. So who could have possibly had Rebecca's card? Dog was locked in the boardroom. There is also a way out. So, like, it could have been him. Like, he could have gone in, walked around, and just gone in again. It was 5 minutes later. That seems pretty reasonable. And 6:37, or yeah, 6:37. I don't think there is any. Yeah, there's nobody that exited the building at 6:37. So my full guess is that it was Ben. And that it was Ben. Here. I did it, I think. Wednesday, Rebecca Cook breaks off long-term affair with suspect Benjamin Menzel. Benjamin Menzel goes with Rebecca Cook to a bar, then a hotel. Suspect obtains Zulingo's office address card, access card, and Zolpidem prescription medication from RC's bag without her knowledge. Yeah, the last time they met makes sense. Benjamin arrives at Zulingo's office for a meeting with the victim. BM swipes RC's access card, then picks up 3 coffees from Common Grounds Cafe. BM swipes his own access card and then enters the office. Adds 2 more Zolpidem tablets to CP, 2 or more Zolpidem tablets to CP's coffee. Enters the office, drinks coffee, consuming Zolpidem. CP's drops below 40 beats per minute, indicating heavy sedation. Wire transfer authorized by them. Lighting motion sensor manually disabled. BM holds CP by the upper arms and pushes her into the desk. Assuming blunt force trauma causes severe cranial damage and subsequent death. BM swipes RC's access card, remains inside because there's no picture of her. BM adds 2 more Zolpidem tablets to his own coffee and drinks it. Falls asleep under the influence of it. Swipes his access card and leaves the office. Examined at medical and emergency. Colonel Kara arrives, discovers the body. Medical services. Extremely poor quality. Digitally enhanced and also recognizable features. Images support BM swiping the card, CP entry time, and complete absence of RC. BM appears not to have known about the security camera, which is plausible since it was well hidden. Swipe card logs. Lighting logs. Not triggered at 4:40. Oh, I didn't notice that, but that was something that I could have noticed, I guess, that the motion sensor was not triggered at 4:44 when her access card was swiped, indicating that nobody entered the office at that time. Motion sensor for the internal office lighting was disabled just before her death, which is consistent with attempting to reduce visibility from outside offices before the attack. Smartwatch logs. Wire transfer authorization. Available to BM since CM's laptop was currently open and in use. BM could plausibly physically manipulate her hand to use her fingerprint given her comatose state. Wounds suggest intended to harm or kill. Angry at RC for ending the affair and took the following steps in order to implicate her. Access card, email, figure with balaclava, 3 coffees to resolve allegations that RC was suspected. Yeah, I didn't notice that there was no trigger. but there was supposed to have been one at 4:44. Smartwatch, wire transfer, autopsy. Fantastic job. Not long after I passed your conclusions on the police, they confirmed there was enough evidence against Ben to charge him for murder and obtaining by deception. He wasn't very good at hiding his digital footprint, so it looks like they'll also be able to trace the missing millions and prove that he sent the email from Sally. Yeah, that was good. Like, I should have trusted my initial gut. I was like, it's probably Ben. And then I, like, convinced myself that it could have been somebody else. And then I had to prove to myself that it wasn't that person. And go back to Ben. But we did it. One case down, you've already become an integral part of Debenham detection. You've earned the rest of the day off. Tomorrow we'll start on a new case that's just come in. 3 therapy llamas are missing from a local wellness center in suspicious circumstances. Only 1 llama is left behind. I heard that Omar is going to be the new CEO. Shall we ask him if he can bring a llama to interrogate using Duolingo? The end. Thanks for playing. Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. It's pretty short. Just about 3 hours, a little bit less than 3 hours. Could have been 2.5 hours if I listened to my gut and actually just accepted the first response, but hey, it is what it is. Well done. I enjoyed all of that. Thank you, Anna, for putting that together. This looks like it was done by basically one person, and yeah, it was great. I enjoyed that a lot. It was short, but it was well put together story. Sometimes with the guesses, I could kind of just, it was easy to put in guesses basically. Because there was a few things, like the horse, for example, where this must be the horse because only one person has a pet horse and there's only one picture of a horse, right? There was like which is there's a few things like that I noticed that it was easy to, you could like process of elimination things rather than actually deduce them, which is fine. Like in Oberdin you have to do that. In Root Trees, like, you can do that sometimes, but at least in Root Trees I think that like there is a way to prove exactly everybody, right? This does scratch that Root Trees itch of like deducing and figuring out and filling it out a tree and stuff, but there's a little bit of like a lack of detective things somewhere, because you can kind of just like that wouldn't fly, in a real detective scenario. Like, this horse must be this horse because it's the only picture of a horse I have and I'm playing a game and I need to have a picture of a horse. Like, that wouldn't fly. Like, you can't prove that it's that horse. It's just a leftover thing. But that also doesn't matter, right? Like, figuring out who is who does not matter for the actual crime portion of it. So, it doesn't matter very much. It's a little bit of just the only thing that I could really think of as like a quote criticism. But I really enjoyed it. That was really fun. It absolutely scratched that itch. Short, worth it though. Like, a great way to spend my Saturday afternoon. I'm looking forward to doing more stuff like this. So we'll end it there. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. Thanks, Anna and Hesperus Games for putting this together and letting me play it. I mean, I bought it obviously, but we need more games like this. They're a lot of work to put together because you got to sit down and make a coherent story, make sure all the logic flows. A lot of it is going to be art assets that you have to build, and there's not going to necessarily be a whole lot of profit in these things, because once you play it once, there's not that much point in playing it a second time. So your audience is pretty limited. People who like these types of games and also are only ever going to play through it once. So you can't put like a boatload of effort into doing it or a ton of money into making them, because then you won't make up your effort or money back. But there's a small community of people that really love these things, and so I'm very appreciative for the people that do put them out. So thank you very much, Anna, for putting it together. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. I'm in Stigmans, and I'll see you next Saturday. Hopefully. Probably not.